King Solomon, in the book of Kohelet, Ecclesiastes wrote, Tov Shem Ishem and Tov. A good name is better than perfume. Why do we compare a good name to perfume? And why is a good name better than perfume? Our sages teach, Shemen ha'tov holech dal tamot. Perfume is limited. You can smell it, but it's limited to the room that you're in. If you cross the street, the perfume, the smell is no longer there. V'shem tov misof ha'olam v'ad sofo, but a good name, a good reputation has an everlasting effect. A good name is forever. A good name has no bounds. A person's influence is limitless. The name Anita Varon is an example of a name that is more fragrant than perfume. Anita Varon, Chana bat Leah, was the daughter of Norman and Lillian Varon. She was born on December 3rd, 1945 in Chicago, and is survived by her dear sister Esther. Most people knew Anita in her professional and clinical capacity as a licensed social worker. Anita worked with patients with PTSD, traumas, and adult attachment disorders. She worked with battered wives and battered husbands. She was incredibly devoted to her patients and went above and beyond the call of duty. She worked for the Chicago Police Department and later opened up her own practice. Her patients used to say to her, "You have given back our lives." She invested in her patients not just emotionally, psychologically, and therapeutically, but she also got involved to assist them if help was needed financially. Anita's Hebrew name is Chana, and it's so befitting her life's work. Chana comes from the word chen, which means grace and charm. Chen is a type of beauty which comes from making a space in your own heart for someone else to enter. When someone has a generosity of heart, a generosity of spirit, and makes a space in their heart for others, such a person has chen. Furthermore, to be able to see past the broken, the battered, the traumatized outer shell of another person and enter their inner essence, that requires chen. And Chana had that ability. Anita was truly curious about other people, and she used this curiosity in all her Jewish studies as well. As a rabbi, I could attest that she was literally a front row student. She would attend every possible Shabbat afternoon class that I gave and was always curious, engaged, and involved. She was known to other women in the community because of her attendance of Torah classes. She would come to absorb as much Torah knowledge as she could with a tremendous thirst and desire to learn. That which Anita did, she did without fanfare or the need to receive accolades. Just as she understood the hidden rooms in a person's heart, she would want her own good deeds and kindnesses to remain hidden as well. Many times before the Passover holiday, Anita would come to our home, knock at the door, and present my wife with an exquisite bouquet of flowers. My wife would proceed to heap blessings upon her, which would make Anita very emotional and bring her to tears. After she would surprise my wife with flowers, she will go back to her car and continue her rounds, going to other families, wishing them happy holiday, and surprising them with an exquisite bouquet of flowers. Such was Anita's way. Anita loved to learn Pirkei Avot, the ethics of our fathers, and would attend Pirkei Avot classes regularly. There are several teachings which reflect her life and her life's work. Emor me'at ve'aseh harbe. Speak little and do a lot. When Anita spoke, it was not for self-promotion or self-flattery. She used her words to draw others out of their own pain. Aseh toratcha keva. Make your study of Torah a fixed practice. Anita made every effort not to miss a single Shabbat afternoon Torah class. Veheve mekabel et kol adam besever panim yafot. Greet each person with a pleasant countenance. Anita did it with a smile and with flowers. Generous and friendly to everyone. Anita never uttered an unkind or unpleasant word. Her eyes and lips would spill over with kind words and compliments. Anita had a gift in making people feel splendid. The compliments she would lavish upon others were not empty, but came from a sincere place. She had the rare ability to look into other people's souls, and see the goodness and potential there. But Anita did not stop there. When she detected goodness and potential in someone else, she would motivate the person to become better, to fully materialize their potential. She did this not by criticizing, but by encouraging and inspiring the person to want to reach a higher level. Our sages continue and say, "Veshoteh betzama divrahim." Drink the words of the sages with thirst. Anita sat in the front row of every Torah class that she would attend. Yibetcha patuach lirvacha v'yonim b'nei betecha. May your house be wide open, and may the unfortunate become members of your household. The lives of Anita's patients became truly interwoven into her own life. Aseh lecha rav, establish a rabbi for yourself. Anita had tremendous respect for the rabbis from whom she learned. V'dan kol adam lekaf zchut, judge each person favorably. Anita did just that and showed others how to look at themselves with favorable eyes. And lastly, Ezo derech yeshara shidabek ba'adam. Rabbi Eliezer omer lev tov, which is the right way to which a person should cleave? Rabbi Eliezer says, a good heart. Anita spent the years of her life cultivating a good heart, a big heart. She didn't ask for anything in return. Her biggest happiness was to express the goodness of her heart. There is a wisdom in living life. Unless a person has mastered it, we're vulnerable to serious disaster. All can attain it, but it rests on the realization that everything we are and have is a gift, ultimately from the Creator, and that every day of our lives, the gift is given to us anew. This realization will deepen our joy as a possession. It will also lighten the grief of separation. Every day of our life, our blessings are given to us anew. For the gift given to us and for whatever time we are privileged to keep it, we are grateful. And when we shall be asked to surrender the gift, we shall still know that we were richly blessed. None of us are certain how long we have on this earth. As much as we like to foresee the future, to foresee our trials and misfortunes that will test us along the way, so we can better prepare for them. None of us can completely prepare for the future. None of us can completely prepare for what God has in store for us. We can use each day to show those who are closest to us how much we care about them and treat others with the kindness and respect that we wish for ourselves. Anita is no longer with us. She has left those of us who grieve her passing with the memories she gave and the good that she did. We, her family, friends, and community have been enriched by having known this gracious woman. May God bless Anita Varon and may she rest in eternal peace. Amen. Given the cold weather we had the last few days, I didn't know how to prepare for today. I think it's quite amazing that today's weather is very, very unusual. And I think Anita, having brought so much sunshine to people's lives over the years and been so sincere about that, I think it's no surprise that today the sun is really shining on all of us, and there couldn't be a better weather than today. Before I lower the casket, it's appropriate now to ask, Anita's soul is here. You can't see it. Her body is here, but her soul is here. She can hear, she can see who came. And it's appropriate at this time to ask for forgiveness. I'll ask for forgiveness on my behalf and my members of my synagogue's behalf. You can take a moment to ask for forgiveness if there are things that you've said, things that you've done. This would be an appropriate time to ask for forgiveness because she can hear and she can see everybody that is here, as I mentioned. So Anita, on behalf of myself and members of our synagogue, I ask you for forgiveness. Please forgive us for anything that we said, anything that we've done. We definitely did not intend to hurt you in any way. Does anybody else want to come up and say anything? No.
No, just push to the edge so it can be close. Go.
Say a prayer. Press it once. Okay, I'm going to say a prayer first in Hebrew and then I'll say it in English. אשת חיל ממצא וחוקרים בך מרחם הכל בתיו וחוס והחמול והרחם הנפש רוח ונשמה של חנה בת פינה לאה רוח השם תניחנה בגנן כל השוט מהבך לרחמים והסליחות וכן יהי רצון ונאמר אמן. נעילה מוות לנצח מחה אדוני אלוהים דמעה מעל כל פנים וחרפת עמו יסיר מעל כל הארץ כי אדוני דיבר יחיו מתך נבלתי כימון הקיץ וברנו שוכני עפר. Let God remember the soul of Anita Varon, Chana bat Feina Leah, who went to her place of eternal rest. Please let her soul be bound up with the living and continuing of life. May her rest be honorable. Grant her abundant joy in your presence and sweet pleasures at your right hand for eternity. Amen. God who is filled with mercy, dwelling in the heavens' heights, grant perfect peace beneath the wings of your divine presence, amid the ranks of the holy and the pure, illuminating like the brilliance of the skies the soul of our beloved, and our blameless who went to their eternal place of rest. May you, who are the source of mercy, shelter them beneath your wings eternally and bind their souls among the living that they may rest in peace, and let us say Amen.